Hello everyone, Thempyrean here with the new Genesys points update in response to the August championships. Let's see what they're doing. Shouldn't be a ton here, I don't think. There was a couple things that need to be hit, mostly Blitzclick, but I don't think there's a... It's a lot of things that need a lot of... It's a few things that need a lot of points rather than a lot of things that need a little points, right? So it shouldn't be a ton. Beginning this season, expanding the regional qualifiers. Yeah, I heard that's really interesting news. No individual car was used by 50% or more of all players. DD Crow did sneak over just over 50% in North America, pulled back to the other side by Europe. Good, I don't want DD Crow to get more points. A lot of people summoning Regulus apparently. Rongo. Hopefully seeing some points on Rongo here. Big question was, which obstructive thunder monster ends up being the monster of choice for Blitzclick? The actual data shows Thunderclap Monk to be the heavy favorite with a small side of Lightning Rod Lord. Yeah, fair enough. Next question is, do you play 1 or 3 monks? The question the winner answer with the most emphatic 3. So we have the Blitzclick point changes for now. 3 Whisker. It makes sense. 2 Breakaway, really good card. Thunderclap Monk to 9, yeah. Lightning Rod Lord to 1, sure. For Fairy Tale, Snow's points are being redistributed amongst the other cards. Ooh, really interesting change. That could have heavy implications for other decks, potentially. I'm not sure I like that change, actually. Genia and Regulus, the Endymion one, are being monitored. We got a better look at them beyond the Brave launches. So Fairy Tale Snow going down to 10. God damn. With Match Gear at 5, Witcat to 10, and Fairy Tail Ball to 10. Good hits for Fairy Tale, I think. I'm a little concerned about that, but we'll see what other decks are doing with it. It's still at 10 points. That's still a decent amount. Oh, right here. Rongo Nimiad to 100. Okay, good. This guy should have been at 100 the entire time. I don't know why Rongo Nimiad was ever not at 100. The fact that it was ever not at 100 is insane to me. Finally gone. Thank God. I like these hits to Blitzclick, I think. You could maybe hit it harder, but like... I don't think... So... Blitzclick obviously got 7 of 8 of the top 8 in the US, but it did not get that in other regions. And it's a case of like, you can argue that it was a case of one testing group being really in on Blitzclick and then like getting it overrepresented amongst really good players who are going to win regardless. I think that argument's a little flawed because like, a deck that is so good that an entire testing group think it's the best deck and that's the only thing that they're going to play should also be hit, probably. These are good. These are hits to it that are going to be significant hits, I think. Particularly getting rid of some of the really annoying aspects of Blitzclick, the fact that it can summon thunder-themed, annoying-ass monsters. Helping reduce that a little bit. Maybe people will start to play more. It's already a deck that wants to play going second, but I think, maybe you start seeing more people dipping into the silly calculator build that I really like. But it still has some hits to that version of the deck as well. I think this is going to bring it down a little bit. It looks like we're getting a little bit of a reduction, or a little bit of an increase on Regulus, which is, I think, good. Regulus is just a really easy negate to establish on board. I think that kind of deck needs to have hits. More hits to Tellarknight. I think this makes sense. The Tellarknight deck, once you hit Blitzclick out of the way, the Tellarknight deck becomes potentially problematic. So a few more hits to it, I think makes sense. These are all fairly... 5 is a pretty strong hit, and 10 is a pretty strong hit. But other than those two, these are fairly conservative hits that I think are reasonable. They're saying that Melfi saw no success. The reason for that is because of Blitzclick. With Blitzclick out of the way, Melfi has potential to enter into the field as a very strong deck. I think hitting them a little bit makes sense too, but like because we haven't seen actual results, hitting them just to 2 on a couple of cards makes a lot of sense to me. Some minor hits to the Sacred Beast stuff, considering those were like surprisingly good, like surprisingly strong in Genesys. Crystron actually saw some good play in Latin America, I want to say, or no, it was Oceania. Oceania had a Crystron deck that actually saw a decent amount of success. It seems reasonable to get a little bit of points to Elf Note as well, and no hits to the BES version because that one's not seeing as much play as that Elf Note Crystron version. Sure, Clown Crew gets a little bit reasonable. It's been seeing a bit of scare. 40% use free to Pear Bear Scare. I've started when I just have room for it. I just put like a one-of copy of Pear Bear Scare in my deck just to fuck with people who are playing Pear Bear Scare. I think it's a hilarious deck option. And then I'll put like the other two in the side deck because if the opponent's not on Pear Bear Scare, it becomes a really good card, right? So if you can confirm that they're not on it somehow, or if you just like suspect that they're not on it, you can side into more, right? It's an interesting idea. Oh no, 7th Tachyon got points. I guess it was going to happen eventually anyways, especially with Tellarites and Blitzclick using it to get more consistency. They hit consistency cards in this format. I'm not for that, but they are. So if you're going to hit consistency cards, 7th Tachyon, A Hero Lives, Royal Archfiend, Archfiend Usurpation all makes sense. Yeah. That's funny though that these two are getting points. The Archfiend cards, obviously you can't play the full deck you're supposed to because you can't play Pendulums, but you can still get other cards with these cards, right? So, now we got a lot more real world data on search card usage. We're going to modify the base point values on... Fuck yes! 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 Modify the base point values on most of the generic type searchers and a few other search spells as well. Extra deck monsters will remain where they are. That makes sense. Extra deck searches are way more crazy and impactful than ones in the deck that just add to consistency. Whoa, this is really cool. Bonfire to 15, Chaos Space to 13, Deep Sea Area to 12, E-Telly to 25, Tenki to 11, Fossil Dig to 15. Lone Fire to 10. Ooh, 1-for-1 to 19 from 91. Sinful Spoil Snake Eye to 17. Holy shit. I love this card. It's so cool. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, I'm so excited to try and find something to do with this. Evols are on the fucking menu. Click Launch to 25. Rhoda to 18. Terraforming to 20. Ooh. Fuck. This list has got me fucking excited. I am really into this. Some reduction on the Phantom Knight stuff that didn't perform well enough. Okay, cool. For Phantom Knight to 2, 3, and 10. Breaksword up to 1. Makes sense. It's a pretty good card. Blackwing Borea Storm to 15. Sword Soul Emergence to 2. Dragonic Diagram to 5. Ugh. Tour Guide free now. Garunix Eternity up to 3. Okay. But Ponix down to 7. Kieran to 5. Gabonga to 10. Okay. Also interesting, Shadow, next up for some reductions and rearrangements. Shadow players have solemnly sworn to us they are willing to never summon Winda ever again in return for getting points back on their other cards. That is actually true. A lot of people were saying that. I think that's a reasonable way to put it. Winda should have always been at 100. So put Winda to 100, get Alp Cologne, Lev Shadal to 3 and 1. Shadow Fusion goes up to 3. Okay, fair enough. Schism to 1. Oh my god, Shadow is like playable now. Oh, reduction on points in some of the fucking Pumpkin stuff. Doom Samuel to 0. Grand Entrance to 15. Thunder Crash to 0. Pot of Desires to 10. Right, Geki to 2. Okay, yeah, makes sense. And that's up for the update. Whoa, the first half I was like, okay, yeah, this is all stuff I expect. The second half, though, was made for me specifically. Did they listen to me? Maybe they listen to other people, but holy shit, I am so fucking excited. I can't even, there's so many things off the list here. I can't even begin to imagine, what you're looking at. I still think Blitzclick is really powerful. The Sacred Beast stuff is maybe, it's got a lot of points now. Melfi with Blitzclick being reined in a bit might be good. The Tellarite stuff is probably gone. Fairy Tail still seems pretty decent. Snow changes a lot. Winda going to 100 and the rest of the Shadow stuff being lowered to a reasonable amount changes a lot for Shadow. And all these search spells change so fucking much. GMX. Think about GMX with Fossil Dig at 18. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. Fossil 18 is still a lot for it, but for one copy though? If you just go one copy? Fuck. These are so fucking exciting. I'm really... I just gotta start building. I gotta start brewing. I'm really... 1-for-1 and Snake Eyes changes are really something. I am going to be building Evol ASAP. You know I'm going to be building Evol ASAP. Fuck. God, these are so fucking cool. These are so fucking cool. I'm really excited. I hope you are too. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey there, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I got a lot more for you if you want them. Just hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications. I'd also appreciate if you left me a like and a comment and maybe shared the video around with your friends. You can also follow me on all the usual social media sites and find my other YouTube channels and Twitch channel by checking out my website in the description below for all those links. My videos are funded by my patrons, Ko-fi subscribers, and YouTube members whose names you'll see scrolling by in these credits here. For just $1 a month, you too can find yourself here, trapped in my end screen for all eternity, among other benefits. In particular, I'd like to thank Jeremy Coatney, Frog Prince Michael, Beastsman, Beelzis, Fleekill, Fire Mizumi, Golden Nova, Haru Hayes, Squish, and the almighty Ferret Lord. A big thanks to all my other patrons and to my little community as a whole. Remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful, whatever time it is for you. Bye!